Hey guys, short episode, MMO news. Star Wars: The Old Republic, the much anticipated patch 1.2. Finally, it's on the test center. We have a bunch of notes. I'll put the link to the thread in the description. I wanted to go over a few of the highlights. A lot of changes with the legacy system, as you know. The stuff I'm really looking forward to is having the training dummies and the Galactic Trade Market inside your ship, which is $5 million or Legacy level 35, as they stated. So there's going to be a lot of cool new things. New daily missions. They're getting rid of a lot of the PvP missions and putting them like better formats, easier. They're getting rid of the Illume quest for the 150 armaments. New operation, a new flashpoint, a new PvP zone. There's a ton of stuff. I could spend hours going over this. Just check out the thread and a lot of information on here. Combat log. It's not exactly so-called combat log. It's a little different, but it's still better than nothing. It's still useful, and it'll show abilities and debuffs. I checked it out a little bit on the PTR. It looks pretty cool. A lot of class balances, nothing really game breaking that I can tell that is gonna people may freak out by some of the stuff, but it's not like huge changes. It's not gonna ruin your class. They are buffing and balancing and nerfing a few classes. They didn't really do as much. Like I thought they were gonna mess with Marauders and Sentinels a little bit more than what they are. You got to remember though, these patches, as you can see in huge red, is not the final product. They're going to be adjusting it. It's not the final changes. They keep repeating this. I don't know if they're expecting people to be mad, I guess, so they're putting this in bold red letters everywhere. But yeah, Sith Warrior, not as much as I thought. I thought they were going to do Marauder, work on it a little bit more, Sentinel. A few nerfs, they're going to reduce some damage. Few classes. I think they're reducing Shatter. As far as Sorcerer, everybody's been crying Sorcerer nerfs, and from what I can tell from the notes here, it's not really effective. They did say they were going to rework some of the talents, so change them up a little bit so they're not in the same places, but really, I'm not seeing a lot that is going to affect Sorcerer and nerf them. Could be missing something. These notes are quite in-depth and long, but I haven't really come across anything. As far as Imperial Agent, Sniper, I was really expecting a buff to Sniper. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. A little bit more energy return from a few abilities. Bounty Hunter, they did. We are going to receive a 10% nerf to Tracer Missile. Heatseeker missiles are going to do approximately 10% more damage, and Tracer Missile is going to have a longer cast now. This is kind of a big deal. This nerf is probably the most severe out of all the classes. It's not game breaking, but it's still pretty severe, and everybody's going to go Pyro basically and run dot spec and get some massive rail shots. So really, yeah, Tracer Missile is probably going to go away. It'll still be, you could still use it. It may not be as effective as it is now, but you're really not going to miss it because you're just going to go dot spec and do just as much damage, if not more. But we'll have to see. They could have tweaked this a little bit. For now, it looks like it's not going to be the PvP spec. You're not going to be able to nuke people with Tracer Missile anymore, but we'll see. Oh, the other big thing is Death from Above, 5-meter radius. That is pretty small compared to what it hits. That's basically just a little cone of your, like when you're putting it out, the little targeting area. That's basically it. It's not going to hit that spread area anymore, so that's kind of a nerf. But yeah, just look over these notes. A ton of stuff, ton of new features, ton of bug fixes. It's really what the game should have been at launch. Vehicles, vendors, mods and crafting, totally going to be different. There's going to be high-end stuff that you can remove mods and replace with the stats you want. Appearance system, just to name off a few of the changes. But check out these notes. Let me know what you think. from what I can tell, I've read over these pretty good. I mean, there are some nerfs and stuff, but overall, this patch looks like it's going to be very good, very promising. Um, as far as class balance, you're never going to be happy. But overall, the patch looks pretty good, and we'll see in the next couple of days if they change it or tweak anything. Talk to you guys.